Kevin McCarthy announced he will not play a role in the speaker vote. That makes sense, as that's like having O.J. Simpson as a marriage counselor. In this excerpt from a news conference shortly after the vote, Kevin McCarthy details his rise to a brief hold on the pinnacles of American legislative power.
Good evening, all. You know, President Abraham Lincoln once said, "I'm an optimist because I don't see any other way." If you ever come to my office, you'll see the portraits of Lincoln and Reagan. And I firmly believe if Reagan gave us advice, he would say, if you believe your principles bring people greater freedom, you should be happy about it. I've always been excited that I've been a happy conservative. But I've always believed that I've been so fortunate to be an American. My journey to this office was something people wouldn't understand. I grew up in a town of Bakersfield, California, the son of a firefighter, the grandson of immigrants. Parents worked hard, the youngest in my family. Didn't have great wealth. When I got out of high school, I didn't have great grades. Couldn't get a scholarship. Went to community college. Flipped cars to try to pay my way through it. Went to visit some buddies away in college for a weekend. Stopped at the grocery store to cash a check, and I won the lottery. One of the first in California. It was before Biden economics. It was only 5,000, but it went much further back then. Took my folks to dinner. Put the majority of the rest of the money into the stock market and did pretty well. The next semester, I took a break from school. I went to buy a franchise, but no one said they would sell me one because I was only 20 years old. But I learned then never to give up. So I opened my own business, selling sandwiches. 3 things I learned. First to work, last to leave, last to be paid. I wanted to finish my college degree. At that time, no one in my family had finished a 4-year degree. I did pretty well. I now had enough money that I could pay my way through school as long as I went to Cal State. So I sold my business, going to school. I opened up the local paper and said, be a summer intern in Washington, D.C. with my local congressman. I did not know this man, but I thought he'd be lucky to have me, so I applied. And you know what he did? He turned me down. But you want to know the end of the story? I got elected to a seat I couldn't get an internship for. I ended up being the 55th Speaker of the House. One of the greatest honors. I loved every minute.
I'm not sure he loved every minute.
No.
In fact, I'm pretty sure most minutes he did not love. In fact,
And it took him 15 rounds to get there, so he missed that part. My God.
I think the reason that he identifies with Lincoln so much is he's jealous because Lincoln's career ended with him getting shot in the head. And he's still alive.
But I'm not also, no, people would not believe the story. It's a regular story. You woke up and you grew up in this country. Your parents did some form of work. You went to school. Like, it's the same story that most of us have.
Except for one part of it. He won the lottery.
But he won $5,000.
It's like, this is the biggest white privilege story I've ever heard.
I was playing the little violin. I was like, and nobody, even when he said, I won the lottery, it was, before Biden economics, nobody in the room even said, they didn't even, nobody laughed. Nobody did anything.
Oh, are we supposed to feel sorry for him there? That was a campaign speech. Who was that for?
I mean, to be fair, Gina, it is rude to laugh in a funeral-like setting. I mean, when you're standing over the corpse.
I'm so confused by the beginning of that. No one will believe this regular story I'm about to tell. My God, Kevin has nothing. He is devoid of personality. Goodness gracious.
And he stands for nothing. I mean, he's
right.
He bends whatever way he needs to, except this time he broke.
Somebody broke him.
Yeah.
As a side note, when he said he flipped cars, is it just me or did someone else have this image in his mind of him just turning over a vehicle like in an action movie or something like he's Spider-Man or something?
Yeah, I was gonna say I actually pictured him being the one holding the flashlight, not actually working.
Right. Right.